Vermicompost is used as a biofertilizer because it is rich in Option A. Calcium. Option B. Phosphorus. Option C. Nitrogen. Option D. All of above. Answer is option D. All of above. Highly decomposed organic matter rich in minerals like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium produced from the earthworms. Vermicompost is also called wormicompost, gold from garbage, queen of compost. Species of earthworms used for vermicomposting in India: Icenia foetida and Erudralis evagenii. Vermicompost is brown in color. The moisture level required for vermicomposting should be between 70 to 80%. The maximum temperature required for vermicomposting is 30 to 35 Celsius. Streptomycin is obtained from Option A. Virus. Option B. Bacteria. Option C. Algae. Option D. Fungi. Answer is option B. Bacteria. Streptomycin is an antimycobacterial drug under aminoglycoside group. It is derived from gram-positive bacteria Streptomyces griseus, commonly found in soil. Streptomycin was discovered by American biochemist Selman Waxman. It is used in the treatment of tuberculosis. It was the first antimicrobial agent developed after penicillin and first antibiotic effective in treating tuberculosis. Bull semen for the purpose of artificial insemination is stored in Option A. Liquid oxygen. Option B. Liquid carbon dioxide. Option C. Ice. Option D. Liquid nitrogen. Answer is option D. Liquid nitrogen. Most commonly used cryogen in bull semen is liquid nitrogen, or LN2, at -196 Celsius. Most commonly used cryoprotective agent in bull semen is glycerol. Thawing temperature of frozen semen is 37 to 40 Celsius for 30 seconds. Method of artificial insemination: cattle or buffalo, rectovaginal method. Ornithology is the study of Option A. Animal behavior. Option B. Primates. Option C. Birds. Option D. Bones. Answer is option C. Birds. Study of animal behavior is called ethology. Study of primates is called primatology. Study of birds is called ornithology. Study of bones is called osteology. Name of blood cells in which nucleus is absent. Option A. Lymphocytes. Option B. Blood platelets. Option C. Monocytes. Option D. Eosinophils. Answer is option B. Blood platelets. In case of blood platelets, the nucleus is absent. In case of monocytes, the nucleus is large kidney-shaped. The production of platelets is known as thrombopoiesis. Increase in No of platelets is known as thrombocytosis. Decrease in No of platelets is known as thrombocytopenia. The production of WBCs is known as leukopoiesis. Increase in No of WBCs is known as leukocytosis. Decrease in No of WBCs is known as leukopenia. The production of RBCs is known as erythropoiesis. Increase in No of RBCs is known as polycythemia. Decrease in No of RBCs is known as erythropenia. Which one of the following blood group bearing persons is called a universal donor? Option A. Option B. B. Option C. AB. Option D. O. Answer is option D. O. Antibodies are synthesized by Option A. Bone marrow. Option B. Plasma and lymph. Option C. Liver. Option D. Kidney. Answer is option B, plasma and lymph. Antibody or immunoglobulin is a specialized glycoprotein produced from activated B cells or plasma cells in response to an antigen that triggered its production. Antibodies are located in gamma-globulin fraction. Antigen, the foreign substance that triggers the production of antibodies. Which one of these is not a measuring instrument? Option A, barometer. Option B, thermometer. Option C, picometer. Option D, hygrometer. Answer is option C, picometer. Barometer is used to measure atmospheric pressure. Hygrometer is used to measure humidity. Thermometer is used to measure temperature. Picometer is used to measure atomic structures. Which one of the following plant tissues is composed of dead cells? Option A, xylem. Option B, phloem. Option C, parenchyma. Option D, hypodermis. Answer is option A, xylem. Xylem are dead with hollow cells, which consist of only cell wall. Xylem play a vital role in transporting water and dissolved nutrients from the roots to all parts of a plant. Xylem transport the nutrients in the upward direction. Xylem is also called as water-conducting cells. Phloem are live cells, which lack nucleus and other organelles. Phloem transport dissolved organic food materials from the leaves to all parts of a plant. Phloem transport the nutrients in the downward direction, that is, from the leaves to the different parts of the plant. Phloem is also called as sugar-conducting cells. In refrigerators, the liquid used as refrigerant is option A, liquid nitrogen. Option B, liquid ammonia. Option C, liquid carbon dioxide. Option D, supercooled water. Answer is option B, liquid ammonia. Liquid ammonia acts as a refrigerant in ice plants. Evaporation of a liquid needs heat energy. When liquid ammonia vaporizes, it absorbs large quantities of heat without changing its temperature. For these reasons, ammonia is widely used as a refrigerant. Plants store glucose in the form of option A, monosaccharide. Option B, cellulose. Option C, starch. Option D, glycogen. Answer is option C, starch. Plants store glucose in the form of starch. Animals store glucose in the form of glycogen. According to cellular structure, which one of the following is most complex? Option A, bacteria. Option B, protozoa. Option C, algae. Option D, fungi. Answer is option D, fungi. Cell morphology in case of fungi, filamentous thread-like cells called hyphae which form a network called mycelium. In case of algae, undifferentiated multicellular thallus and colonial. Nutrition in case of bacteria and protozoa, autotrophic and heterotrophic. In case of fungi, heterotrophic. In case of algae, autotrophic. Reproduction in case of fungi and algae, both sexual and asexual. One of the ex situ conservation methods for endangered species is option A, wildlife sanctuaries. Option B, biosphere reserves. Option C, cryopreservation. Option D, national parks. Answer is option C, cryopreservation. In situ conservation means the conservation of biodiversity in their natural habitats itself. It aims to enable biodiversity to maintain itself within the context of the ecosystem. Example of in situ conservation: national parks, biosphere reserves, sanctuaries. Ex situ conservation means the conservation of biological diversity outside their natural areas. It involves the maintenance of genetic variation or genetic conservation away from its original location. Example of ex situ conservation: botanical gardens, zoological parks, seed banks, cryopreservation, aquarium. The phenomenon of summer sleep by animals is called option A, hibernation, option B, estivation, option C, laziness, option D, lethargy. Answer is option B, estivation. Estivation is also known as summer sleep. It prevents excessive water loss and internal body damage due to high temperatures. Animals look for a moist, cool, and shady place to sleep. Example: cold-blooded animals like snails, earthworms, frogs. Hibernation is also known as winter sleep. It prevents any internal body damage due to low temperatures. Animals look for a warm place to sleep. Warm and cold-blooded animals like bats, mammals, birds. According to Darwin, the unit of natural selection is option A, individual, option B, family, option C, genus, option D, species. Answer is option D, species. Sweat, saliva, and tear contain an enzyme called lysozyme. It kills option A, virus-infected cells, option B, protozoa, option C, bacteria, option D, virus. Answer is option C, bacteria. Lysozyme is an antimicrobial enzyme produced by animals that form part of the innate immune system. It breaks down the bacterial cell walls. Food poisoning is caused by option A, Entamoeba histolytica, option B, Escherichia coli, option C, Clostridium botulinum, option D, Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Answer is option C, Clostridium botulinum. There are two types of food poisoning: non-bacterial food poisoning and bacterial food poisoning. Non-bacterial food poisoning: due to non-bacterial reason like mushroom poisoning, fruit contaminated by pesticide, and also include metal poisoning. Bacterial food poisoning: due to living bacteria and its toxins. Salmonella food poisoning is caused by Salmonella typhimurium. Staphylococcal food poisoning is caused by Staphylococcal aureus. Botulism is caused by Clostridium botulinum. Which of the following immunity is present from our birth? Option A, innate immunity, option B, active immunity, option C, passive immunity, option D, acquired immunity. Answer is option A, innate immunity. Innate immunity or nonspecific immunity consists of a first and second line of defenses. Acquired or adaptive or specific immunity develops during the course of life when any foreign antigen is entering in the body. Acquired immunity consists of the third line of defense that includes B and T lymphocytes and antigen-presenting cells. Acquired immunity are two types: active immunity and passive immunity. Which of the following is found in a plant cell, but not in animal cells? Option A, cell wall, option B, cell membrane, option C, protoplasm, option D, cytoplasm. Answer is option A, cell wall. Plant cell has a cell wall composed of the cell membrane and cellulose. But animal cell does not have a cell wall. Which one of the following is the first enzyme to mix with food in the digestive tract? Option A, amylase, option B, cellulose, option C, trypsin, option D, pepsin. Answer is option A, amylase. Digestion of food starts in the mouth itself. Salivary amylase secreted by salivary glands is the first enzyme to mix with the food in the mouth. It helps in the breakdown of starch into maltose. It is also called ptyalin. The optimum pH for its activity is 6.8. Salivary glands are one of the associated glands present in the buccal cavity. There are mainly 3 pairs of salivary glands which produce saliva. They are parotid, submaxillary or submandibular, and sublingual. Saliva contains electrolytes, salivary amylase, and lysozyme. About 30% of starch present in the food is hydrolyzed by salivary amylase. Lysozyme kills bacteria and prevents infection.